What's going on, everyone? Hawaiian Hank here. There we go. Yeah, I sound a little aggravated because we just went like 5 minutes and I realized my mic wasn't recording. Son of a bitch. But anyways, just keep it breezy, keep it cool. It's not a big deal. So I'm here with one-time, all-time fan favorite, Katie Zofkie of Teeze. Thanks for coming on. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Yeah, I'm a little flustered, guys, all right? That just pissed me off, like a lot. But I'll get through it because we had some good stuff going. But anyways. So, yeah, what we were talking about that, I didn't even know that you did any of this stuff, like make your own T-shirts, glassware. Have you done hats yet?
I have. I did one or two.
Okay, like that. And then what's really cool to me is the glass. I like the glassware. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of like glasses. You can see I got fucking shot glasses all around. Like I just like glasses with cool stuff on them. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's cool. And I got on Facebook. I'm looking at all your stuff. I'm like, this is pretty cool. I had no idea. You got your own little thing downstairs in your house, and no clue ever in my life. I'm like, dude, there's someone I know that like has a hobby. Like, oh my God.
When you texted me and were like, you make your own shit? I was like, yeah, I know we've had this conversation.
We never have.
I could have sworn that we did.
I swear, we never have. I would have remembered. And I would have been like, dude, that's pretty cool. But it never happened. Never came about. But so you did go to school.
Yes.
For 4 years. And where did you go?
Illinois State for fashion design.
Okay. Now, do you have like long term with this? Do you want to? You're trying, like, I know you're starting your own thing.
Yeah.
But do you have like a goal in mind?
I started off wanting to come straight out of college and, big dream move to LA, become a designer, but that takes a lot of money.
Yeah, but there's some.
So
I mean, if that's like a goal of yours, just go out there.
I know.
Like maybe you should just fuck it, just go. Even if like maybe just take. Have you ever been to LA or California?
No, I plan to go to San Diego sometime this year or early next
maybe
year.
Just go.
Mm-hmm.
Scope it out. See how long are you gonna go for?
10 days.
10 days.
Fingers crossed.
You can you go by yourself or
probably.
See, now then you can figure some shit out.
Yeah, I'd want to be able to
then maybe you don't come back.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Make sure you have your essentials, so maybe you just don't come back.
Well, I just went to New York actually, back in March or beginning of April, and I went to the fashion district there, and it's just like streets and streets of clothing or fabric stores and like different accessories that you can use for sewing and everything. And it was like my favorite street in America.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the best place ever.
Yeah. When you do shirts, where do you get like your shirts? It's like the shirts. You just buy plain shirts?
Yeah, I haven't found a wholesaler that I like yet. So right now I'm just kind of like buy stuff from Hobby Lobby, and I'll fix the shirts to make them how I want to.
So you can sew and shit too, right?
Yeah.
Then?
Yeah.
So you could do anything with a shirt and some pants and
pretty much.
Anything with fabric you can you can hone in on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you also got all the stuff in your house to do for now, the stuff to get you kick-started.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this for, like, even before you went to school?
Like designing?
Yeah.
I sewed before I went to school, but I didn't. I mean, like, I've always been artistic, so I would draw, but it wasn't exactly how I would draw now.
Yeah.
But I was sewing. I just didn't know how to put all of it together. And I just started doing all of this, like T-shirt making and vinyl printing and stuff about a year ago, maybe.
A year ago?
Yeah.
See, it's still a long time. Mm-hmm. It's under my nose, man. What the hell? I had no idea.
Well, for a while, I was just doing it for myself because I was like, this is so cool. I want to be able to make my own T-shirts. Because going through school, I know how much it costs to make things. So I'm like, I'll look at something and be like, I could make that for like $5.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not buying it. So I get frustrated when I shop now. So then I bought this machine.
I can do this.
Yeah,
so why the fuck
right.
would I buy it?
So for a while, I was just doing it for myself so I could have the clothing that I wanted for an affordable price.
Yeah. Do you ever, because I know you just launched a Facebook page Sidebar though, the name KT's, did that just come to your head, or was that, or did you sit down and like, what should it be called? Or...
Well, okay, because it's K, T, and Z, so it's like my name, KT Zofkie.
Yeah.
So I always knew that I wanted like my initials in there. So originally, I think that I had it something like Crazy Katie's because my middle initials are, so I just had KRZ, and then I don't know, something else. And then me and my mom were brainstorming, and we kind of just were like KT's. And this was before I started doing t-shirts.
Yeah.
So it didn't even have anything to do with the Teeze, but now it kind of just is perfect.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's clever. That's clever. That's good stuff. And now your parents, obviously, they're supportive of this, of you pursuing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's always a plus to have people on your side with it too.
I mean, my dad doesn't really understand all that well because it's sewing. It's like a girl's thing. But my mom's always like, make me this, make me that.
Yeah.
And she's the one who taught me how to sew. So sometimes I'll be like,
Yeah.
you know how to use the sewing machine?
Yeah, make it your goddamn self. Yeah. But are you like thinking of a goal as locally get stuff maybe out in some stores, like it, because I know some department stores, maybe not like big ones, but like some you can have like a section of your stuff.
I do know that.
Like, what are those called? Some shops. Dude, I don't know what they're called. Fuck, what are they called? A pop shop or some shit, I think they're called.
Like the little pop-ups,
Yeah. And you just kind of sell your stuff.
I know, I think Macy's does that actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work there.
Oh.
I didn't know they did that stuff,
I
though.
do think they do that now. A girl that I used to work with had a little pop-up in a Macy's. I'm pretty positive.
Yeah.
It
You
was
can always
either
ask
Macy's or
them.
Penny's.
You know, Penny's is out of business now.
Penny's? No.
You sure? I think they're going out of business.
Are they?
J.C. Penney.
I didn't know
And
that.
Carson's.
Carson's,
Yeah.
Penny's, and Sears are all...
I think so. Macy's is probably the next one to go. It's your turn to get in there. And
before they're gone.
yeah. But, yeah, I never saw... Maybe I did see him at Macy's. I just didn't care because I was working. I'm like, fuck. I don't... All this shit sucks. Like, that's just it. Yeah. Because I have one kid I used to work with. He has his own clothing line. But he's in, like, south side of the city.
Yeah.
And he's got a store where he's got his whole section in the store and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, that's pretty damn cool if you can get that.
I had an internship when I was in school, and my boss was kind enough to allow me to take some of the not so sellable items and kind of like revamp them into whatever I wanted to make with them. So I got to do a lot of that in my internship, not necessarily under my own name. It was selling at her boutique, but I mean, like, it felt good to have these items that didn't sell, and then I fixed them, and then they were sold out.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
It boosts your confidence a little bit for what you want to do. That's cool. Yeah. Was that like was it like an exercise that they did? Here's broken things, and like fix them and sell them, or was it?
I think it was just kind of like she was mad that they didn't sell, and she liked them so much, and was just kind of like, "Do you think you could do something with these?" And I was like, "Well, this waistline isn't really flattering. I can move it and like bring the hem up a little bit or something." And I ended up fixing the dress, and then all 10 pieces that we had were sold.
Yeah.
Like within weeks.
So that's cool. Like just doing that, like fixing it and be like, you know what? I just fixed your shit and we sold it. Yeah.
That's if I ever am out. I'm the worst to go shopping with because I'm like, well, I mean, you could get that and I could fix it so that it looks better.
Yeah.
So,
but then it's like, if I go shopping, like, why would I buy this for like $30?
Exactly. Well, it's always like a sale thing. I'm like, it's $3. I can fix it so it looks good.
Yeah. Just go to a thrift store or something. Make this look better. So have you ever thought about doing that too? Like on the side also with your thing, like fixing clothes?
Oh, I do alterations. I've done alterations since I graduated.
Okay.
So I just did, wedding season is big. So I just got through a whole bunch for Katie's brother's wedding.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
They pay you?
Of course.
Very good. Yeah. Okay.
And prom is always a big season.
Yeah.
I get a lot of prom alterations.
And then that just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think last year I had 8 prom dresses I did. It's crazy.
Yeah, as long as they work though, they look better.
Yeah.
You know.
I always they always text me. I love it when they text me back and they're like, "Thank you so much. This looks great." Like,
because then it's one point like, oh God, I hope I didn't fuck this up.
Right.
And it's like, God damn it. It looks so great. Oh, thank fucking God.
because like there's a rule in alterations that your dress should never look different, like from what the picture shows when you get it back from an alteration.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, obviously, if that was the purpose of your alteration was for it to look different. So somebody shouldn't bring me a dress and then have it look completely different.
What's usually wrong with them that you have to...
Like two dresses, especially like bridesmaid dresses or prom dresses, are always just either a size too big or a size too small because they come in 2 size alternates. So sometimes you just need like an inch taken in or the length taken up. Or if the strap is too loose, you need it brought smaller or something.
See, I don't know if I could... I'd be like nervous. Like, this is for someone's wedding. Like, if I fuck this up, like, oh my God. Like,
I do get nervous sometimes. If it's like in a difficult part of an alteration, I'm like, okay, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up.
But at the point you do, like, it's when you do mess it up is when you keep saying don't mess it up. Then you mess it up. Like,
that's why I try and like keep the anxiety out of it.
Yeah, just keep it cool.
Yeah.
You know, just do the shit. You know how to do it. You know, don't fuck it up.
I'm like, I know how to do this. Don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
I've done a bunch. Just get it done. But yeah, that's cool. I didn't even know like went that deep in the clothes.
Yeah.
Like taking an inch off here and there, putting shit up. Blows my mind. Dude, I wear normal shit.
I
and
mean,
I can't,
when guys are just wearing like, you know, regular jeans or shirts or stuff like that, it's nothing, it's not usually anything they're worried about. But when girls have to look perfect for weddings or proms, you want the dress to fit just perfectly. You gotta take an inch off.
Yeah. Have you ever done any like suits for guys or anything?
Nothing past like a button alteration or a fixed seam or something. I didn't choose to learn men's clothing when I went through school.
Okay.
I have like the option to go back and do that. Like if I wanted to go to.
Is there really like a huge difference though between men and women's clothing?
There are, just because women's clothing, I mean, men's clothing is simpler just because there's not so much fitting that you have to do.
Yeah.
Women's clothing has a lot of extra little steps to get the fit to look perfect on a woman's figure because we're obviously curvier.
Yeah.
So there's like darts that you have to put together to bring the fabric in a certain way to sit right, and it's a lot more complicated. I'm sure I could do men's,
You
but
probably could. I mean, you don't even go back to school. It's like and plus it's a guy, so like they give you like a shirt, like, hey, can you fix this? Like, yeah, I got it.
I mean, if I had a pattern already, I'd have no problem making something for a man's clothing or anything. I just don't know that I'd be able to like make my own pattern for men's clothing.
So I need you to make something for this podcast.
Okay.
Simple though. It's like I got a simple idea.
Okay.
A white T-shirt and simple idea.
Okay.
That's all. It's nothing too crazy.
That's fine.
But yeah, so you so when did all this start? Like you wanting to be able to do this? Like were you young?
Mm-hmm. I think the furthest back I can remember is probably like, I don't know, 11 or 12, just like being in my basement with some friends and like, you know, coming up with, we were always doodling like, this is what we want our wedding dresses to look like, or
typical girl shit.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And I would always be the one to be drawing everything. So
so like you can draw too?
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah,
just designs, or can you actually like draw?
I'm very artistic. I can draw a lot.
Man, I knew none of this about you.
Well, my sister's artistic too. We both went to school for something.
See, I don't really know your sister that well though.
Yeah, we're both.
All I know is she was with one of my friends back in the day. That's all I know. I never like talked to her or anything.
She went to school she wants to open her own tattoo parlor.
Oh, see, that's cool too.
Yeah, so she's a little bit more artistic than I am, but yeah, I've drawn all of my own tattoos.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that shit. So you're 11, 12, doodling wedding dresses and shit, like what you want it to look like.
Yeah.
And then that's just what
It just stuck in my head. I always was like, I want to be like a famous fashion designer. Like that was always like a dream.
Like who did you like look up to for that? Like who gave you like inspiration to do that?
I don't really know at that point, but I was always into like movies with fashionable women. Like I loved, not at 11 or 12, but older in high school. I
Yeah.
loved Sex and the City just because
Okay.
of all of like Sarah Jessica Parker in Sex and the City was
The
one of my
horse?
favorites.
Yeah.
Yes. But like I'm obsessed with Vera Wang and Alexander McQueen. I think they're amazing designers. They're two of my favorites. But yeah, I've always, as far as I can remember back, I don't think I've ever wanted to do anything else.
Yeah, that's cool. So when like you watch a movie or TV show, do you look at their clothing and you're like,
Yeah.
that can be like maybe I should be on that set. Like maybe I should be the costume designer here.
Oh,
and
I would love that.
That would be cool.
That would be
That would be
awesome.
really cool for a movie.
Yeah.
Be a costume designer. That'd be dope as hell.
Yeah.
It's not impossible though.
It's not.
It's not.
And those are always the details that stick out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm assuming that you've never read 50 Shades of Grey.
No.
So some of the books do a really good job of describing, like outfits or something. And then the movies came out, and I was watching the second movie, I think.
And they fucked it all up, didn't they?
She was supposed to be wearing a green dress, and she showed up in a red dress in the movie. And I was so pissed. I didn't even
you
want to
gotta-
watch the movie.
You gotta think though,
Just
like
because
what
they
if
did such a good job of describing the dress in the book.
what but you gotta think, what if in the movie the green wasn't working in that shot?
I mean, you're right. I
Like
don't know
what if it,
anything
like,
that goes
what if
on
it, like,
behind the
affected,
camera.
like the lighting. Like maybe they tried the green because that's if you're making a book, I don't think it's a detail they'd.
Right.
I feel like maybe they couldn't get a hold of a green dress or some with the lighting and it wasn't jiving
Yeah.
right and red would just look better.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's always
I mean,
more to
I
it.
have no idea what goes behind the camera and everything like that. So you could be right, but
I don't know.
it
But I
was
get
just like
it though. I
was
get
like,
it. There's a lot of movies that I'll watch and I'm like, even though it's not even a book, it's just like, why'd you do that? Then you got to think like maybe what happened. To make these
Yeah.
are professional directors.
Yeah.
There's no way you fuck up like that. Like if I'm just some schmuck watching a movie and I can see it, something happened while production.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do that too with so I'm huge in the movies. So like I do that. Like I'll analyze a movie, one little thing, and I'm like, nah, shut it off, because I'm gonna notice it the whole time.
Right.
And yeah, I'm glad I'm not in that realm that you're in, because that would totally ruin it for me. Like if I saw someone wearing something, I'm like, that should be fixed. And then if it's like the outfit they're wearing the whole movie,
right.
and you're just staring at the issue.
Come on.
Yeah.
No,
So
yeah.
do you like who's your favorite designer, like as of right now?
Just
or a
like in
few,
general,
or a
like
couple,
I
whichever's.
normally focus on the more runway look because I'm not so ready to wear. I think ready to wear is like altered for boring everyday life, and I just like
Is it altered like just shirts and stuff?
yeah. I mean, like ready to wear is like just stuff that everyday people wear that you're gonna wear to work or
Wear out to the
out,
bar,
stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas runway fashion is like extravagant and out there, and like you would never see anybody
Yeah.
wearing it to a party. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's where I'm more stuck at because I'm like, no, I would want like feathers and
Yeah.
like crazy, like big shoulders or something. Like one of my designs for my senior showcase had sticks holding up the size of the garment. So, I mean, like I'm more crazy fashion. That's why I like Alexander McQueen, because he was always like just big things. He did a lot of designs for Lady Gaga.
Okay.
If you can, so you
Okay.
can, we
Yeah.
can kind of like make
Yeah.
that click. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know anyone's names. Like I've never even heard of Alexander McQueen, but I definitely know Lady Gaga is.
Yeah.
I like Lady Gaga, but and see, and then there's like on the guys' end too. I don't even on the girls' end, like even like all the ready to wear when I was at Macy's, they had some nice shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, like what's the name? Like Calvin Klein's got good stuff.
Yeah.
They like even like looking at
Ralph
the girls'
Lauren's
clothes.
good too.
Yeah, but that is That's
Yeah.
expensive.
Oh, I
Really
know.
expensive. But some of the designs I seen for Ralph Lauren when I was at Macy's, I said, why?
Yeah.
Why would anyone
Some of them
wear
are
that?
like that, yeah.
It was like some weird paisley floral, ugly brown and like red in it, and I'm like, what is this, dude? I'm not a fashion like expert, but this is just not.
Paisley's my least favorite print and eternity. I hate Paisley.
I
can't.
don't know. I don't know. I was just looked at that shirt on and I said, who the fuck would wear this thing, man? And that's when at that point I'm like, I want to know what's going on in their head.
Some
At that
people's
time.
prerogative. It's just some
The
people
shit
like
probably
it.
sells.
Yeah.
'Cause people are nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But then they did have some really nice,
Yeah.
like outerwear and stuff. And I'm like, oh, how much is it? Yep. Good
$300.
God.
Don't
Holy
worry.
Shit.
An arm. No big deal.
Yeah. And that's why I like when girls have a purse, I'm like, oh, what kind of purse is that? Like, what? Like, oh, Michael Kors, nice. Calvin Klein, all right.
$300 later. Yeah.
Fuck all that. Give me a wallet on sale, $15, done. But have you ever thought about designing handbags too, at all?
Not really. Leather's a difficult material to work with,
yeah,
and you
I'm
need
sure.
all kinds of special sewing machines and needles and all that stuff. So I never really leaned towards that.
Yeah.
I would love to design shoes. That would be awesome.
Shoes?
Yeah.
That
Well,
would be cool.
I'm big into shoes, so that would be crazy. I would love to try and do that.
Would you have to go back to school?
Yeah,
on
I'd have to
that?
take a whole different schooling for
God.
that.
Or you just go on YouTube now, figure it out.
You could probably go on
I mean, you
YouTube.
can even buy like your test shoes, at the thrift store, buy some test shoes and just go on YouTube. Like, let's do this. How do we do this? And I'm sure like whatever they're saying on YouTube, you like know because I mean you
Yeah.
went to school for. I'm sure it's kind.
There's tutorials all over
Yeah,
YouTube on
so
how to
many.
like design
And
shoes.
it's not like shoes don't even have to be the main thing.
Right.
It could be like so there's a couple pairs of shoes.
I mean, like you can use paper mache to design shoes now.
Really?
Yeah.
How
I mean,
does-
not shoes that you're gonna like wear out in the rain or anything, but like just to make the
Like
shoes
paper
look good.
mache shoes or
Like you would take like for like a costume or something. Figure you take a pair of heels and I'd just like use paper mache to like sculpt them and make them look different than a heel.
I,
I'm assuming if you like Lady Gaga, you've seen some of the shoes that she's worn,
Yeah.
like with the big like hump on the front
Yeah.
of it. Like you could
Okay.
use paper mache to do something like that.
okay. I didn't
Just
know that
shape
was,
it. Yeah.
I didn't know paper mache was still a fucking thing. Damn.
It would be more of a costume thing. It wouldn't be like something that Lady Gaga would actually
Oh,
wear.
I'm gonna go out tonight. Give me my paper mache boots and shit. No. And then all right, so back to. And then you went to school right at high school, right?
Yeah.
And then when did you stop? When did you like graduate or whatever?
I graduated in 4 years, so 2013.
Okay, yeah, I'm not doing that math right
Yeah.
now. So you got it.
Well,
You lived
5
it.
years ago.
You lived it. And you got all this stuff down there. Did you always have that stuff, or did you get that out of?
I've always had one sewing machine, like my mom's old sewing machine I've always had. And that's what I always used to use before school. Now I have 7 sewing machines.
Okay.
And some other different machines that I use. Like I have a serger, which is basically a fancy word for an edge finisher, so that it's not like your clothes aren't falling apart.
So that's what you see on here.
Like if you flipped that over, well, yours
this?
it's a double hem, but like on the inside of something here,
Like that.
like this.
Oh, so it's not like ripping in half?
Yeah.
It kind of just seams it up.
It
then.
keeps it together, makes it look nicer on the inside.
Okay. And
Yeah.
so
And then I have my Cricut, which is what I do my.
here's what we're gonna do. You want to know? Now, my dad, he's big into sewing.
Okay.
So I want you to name all 7 machines you have.
Name
Like the
them
name
all?
of them.
Oh, I don't know the name.
Oh, you don't
They're
know the
all-
names?
I know they're all singers.
Oh, okay. But like, what? Each one's different, though, right?
Yeah.
So you have the Edge one,
The serger.
the Serger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I have a mini sewing machine that I can like travel with.
Okay.
And then I have 2 table machines. So it's like a little desk and you can like press a button underneath and the sewing machine will flip out from underneath it. Those are antique ones, so I don't ever use them. They're just there.
Okay, they're there to be like, I don't want. Do you not like want to use? It's just outdated shit.
They probably work. It's just like they're so old that if I tried to use it and then
might
it
break.
broke, I don't know that I would be able to fix it or find a piece to fix it or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're expensive to
Yeah,
fix.
probably.
And then I have the sewing machine that I got for high school graduation that I was using through college. And then I have a brand new, like, Singer sewing machine that I just got maybe 2 years ago. I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh, what are you doing?
Well, I use my mom's because they made them so much better back in the old days. I'm sorry. Something's growling.
It's okay.
They made the sewing machine so much better back then that they last longer. So the new machines that I keep getting, they're all plastic. I mean, obviously the parts inside are metal,
Yeah.
but they don't last very long. So I really like my mom's machine. I use that most often.
What are you gonna do when you don't have that one though?
I'm going to have to use my other ones.
I don't know. I try to like break that one in real quick.
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I mean, I still use my old one, like the one that I got for graduation, and I still use my mom's. I just want to save the new one. For
Yeah.
Like,
Was the new one expensive?
no,
No.
I mean, they're fairly, depending on what kind you get.
Yeah.
Like if you got a super fancy big one, it would probably be like upwards of $500. But like the ones that I use, I don't need anything super fancy because I don't use like I said, leather or anything like that.
Yeah.
So they're $200 maybe.
That's not bad at all. Now, do you ever sew like sew thread letters onto things, like embroider and stuff? Do you
I've
do
never
that?
embroidered, but I've sewn patches. But I don't ever.
Like putting a patch on something?
Yeah, like I used to work at Sports Station in Tinley before it closed.
I've never even heard of that.
They did like school. Oh my gosh.
Sports station? You can't hear it.
Okay. They did like a lot of the schools like athletic gear. So they would do like the patches on the Letterman jackets and stuff like that. And they let me work back there for a couple days. Their machines were a lot
Couple
bigger.
days?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I worked
Days
the
a
front
week?
counter.
Couple.
No, I worked the front counter
so
there.
A couple days big.
And then the owner found out that I could sew, and she's like, "Do you want to try the sewing room?" And I'm like, "Okay." I didn't really like it though.
No.
It's like, well, because it's just sewing on patches. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
This is child's
quite
play.
boring.
This is child's
And
play.
I mean,
let's
it's
get some
so-
fancy stuff on
yeah,
this stuff.
I like to use my creativity. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so I get to put this on and sew the little zigzag stitch in there, and then do 70 more.
Yeah, no thanks. That's repetitive.
Yeah. But so I've sewn patches, but I've never learned how to embroider. That's a whole different machine.
Yeah. Would you be able to do it?
I would. I'd have to get the machine, but yeah, I would probably be able to pick it up quite easily.
Yeah. Well, if you ever get one, let me know. I'd have you embroider so much shit. I shit you not. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot more of an expensive habit because it uses more thread.
It's got to use a lot of thread.
Yeah.
'Cause it's all. Well,
It's
when I
all
look
thread.
at an embroidery, like it looks like a lot of just thread.
Yeah.
A shit ton of it just stitched together, and it's like thick. I'm like, dude, I
Yeah.
don't know how much thread that actually is. Like how many rolls that is for the one leather, depending on how
you
big
wouldn't
it is.
you wouldn't use the little ones for that. You would use the big like spindles that are probably 6 inches big. So it's a lot more, but yeah, it's a more expensive talent to have.
Man, yeah, that's crazy. Because there's like, sometimes I want shirts, like my work shirts.
Mm-hmm.
I told my boss, I'm like, let's get the Hawaiian Fridays going. Let's get a casual Friday. Because I'm not on the trucks anymore. So I'm at the office. And I'm like, dude, let's get like casual Friday going. Let me wear my Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you can't. I'm like, dude, I want to get Stanley Steamer embroidered on all of them. I'll get it done. But I don't know anyone who does that. And I wouldn't pay anyone to do it. Either.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to do it out of the kindness of your heart. Because I'm not paying you to do that. But yeah, no, that's cool. And is that it? Is that you just, like are you looking to design, I know you're looking to design your own, but have you done anything like extravagant yet that you've been like, because I know you've been saying you like the really creative stuff. Like, have you done any of that yet?
I did a line for my senior project in college, and I thought I made a glow-in-the-dark dress or a light-up dress.
I was trying to think if I remember that or not.
It's been
Oh,
on
you're a year
the-
older than me though, right?
Yeah, but this was college.
Oh, in
This was
college.
college,
I thought
yeah.
I had someone in high school that had like something about a glow in the dark dress.
I don't remember anything in high school, no.
I don't know.
But I had, like, for our senior project in college, in order to graduate, we had to make a collection. So I had a collection for a fashion show, and I made a light-up dress. It was really fun.
How did that work?
I used glow sticks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What happens when they go away though?
You just put new glow sticks in.
So did you like tape them, or there's made little pockets for them?
So it
Or
was like
strap, and they slide in.
Yeah, so it was like in the seam of the dress. So it had 6 different seams all the way around, and in the seam I kind of made like a little pocket with
Now the glow sticks were inside,
no.
or they were outside.
So the pocket, like the little pocket where the glow sticks were, was on the outside. So it ran down the whole length of the dress, and I would connect the glow sticks together and like slide it down the little pocket. So it was like it looked like the seam was glowing.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I used velvet as the dress material, so then it kind of glowed, like the velvet kind of
Yes,
glowed
correct.
with the glow stick in there. So it was
Yeah.
really cool.
What
that
color
was probably my
velvet?
favorite. Dark blue, maybe.
blue.
Yeah,
What you still have that dress? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. I still have all my designs. I won't ever get rid of them.
No, why would you? There's no need to get rid of them.
I mean, they progressively had gotten better over time, but
Now, what are you on Facebook? I looked at your stuff, like where you're selling glasses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mainly focus on like occasions, like weddings and
so far,
baby shower, like baby stuff and
yeah.
like congratulations type stuff?
So far, yeah.
So far,
Just because that's what I've been asked to do.
Yeah.
I would happily make anything. We have so many glasses in our basement for the bar that if I made something just for that, I think my parents would kill me.
yeah.
I made a glass for the Super Bowl, like a tumbler cup, like put coffee in.
Okay.
So I made an Eagles glass. That's probably copyrighted, so don't.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
Did you sell it?
No, I just used it myself.
Oh, you're good. As long
Like
as you ain't
cheering
selling
for
it.
the team.
Yeah. As long as you ain't using it. Now I know what to go to if I were on it. Like, so if I went and bought a mug,
Mm-hmm.
you can just put something on it.
Yeah. I mean, like, right now I can really only do, like, more simple things.
Yeah, I'm not asking for like.
No,
I want a camouflage mug.
Well, if I got camouflage vinyl, I could do that. But, yeah, I really just do. I've done, like, wedding ones. I think I did, like I said, I did the Super Bowl one for the glasses. We have this little thing at work. It's like a little vendor sale that we do at work around Christmas time. So I made coffee mugs for that, and I just did like little sayings. So I had some that said, "But first coffee," and
Do you come up with all the sayings?
I use
Or-
Pinterest a lot.
Okay.
But there are some sayings that I came up with I thought were funny. So
Okay.
like there was one that said, "I woke up like this," and then a matching one that said, "There's no way you woke up like this." I liked
Yeah.
that one.
So I would give you so if I gave you like a white mug,
Mm-hmm.
plain white mug, and this T-shirt I want you to make, the logo, you'd be able to just put that on a mug too.
Yep.
That's got to happen because
I told you I'd be happy to make you something.
that would be great. And where now do you have stuff like for sale, or do you wait for people just to come to you and
Right now, I just really wait for orders to come. Like I do have a couple little things that I just have, but right now I just kind of wait for orders to come in, and I have been busy since I put my Facebook up.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
That's good. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not worried about having stuff on the side at the moment
Yeah.
because I have been busy. But yeah, there's some things that I keep just because they're like less expensive for me to make. So I'll have them on the side. But as far as like shirts go, I would kind of rather, unless I had like some big event, like if I was
Yeah.
going to set up at a craft show, then I would obviously have stuff that I would make and keep on hand. But right now, I really, for clothing, would just keep it, like as the orders come in.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about doing like wacky T-shirts at like carnivals and shit? Like dye T-shirts? You know, like the tie-dye t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah, and I like to tie-dye too.
Like that's like you could talk to someone like who does Oak Fest and
Yeah.
get you a little pop-up thing. Like, dude, come get like tie-dye
Because
shirt.
they do have all those vendors over by the beer garden.
Oh, carnies. You'd probably be the one that's not a hillbilly. You know, that would be cool.
That would be
for
cool.
like what
I never thought
for
of
like
that.
3 days.
Yeah,
Just make like a couple $100 from tie-dyed shirts.
I never thought of that.
That'd be pretty dope.
Because that would be easy, especially if I just had like a couple tables. That would be easy to
Yeah.
like bring the machine and have the tie-dyed shirts and like put whatever they wanted on there.
Yeah, have them
would
like put the shit on there and make it fun for them.
Yeah.
While you make rack in a little cash. So it's like 3 days.
Yeah.
It's not like you gotta do it all year. It's just 3
I
days.
never even thought of that.
Little side gig thing. Probably gotta go through the right hoops.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can figure that out.
Yeah. That
Just
would be
walk
cool.
right into the police department. Be like, all right, who's in charge of Oak Forest? I need to have a talk. And then I'm sure it's easy. You can figure that out.
I'm sure.
That'd be cool though. At some point, just an idea.
No, that's a
do
good
it.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you plan on getting your own website too at one point?
Yes. Like we had talked about.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to research any websites, but I do plan on having my own site so that it makes it easier for people to like be able to find it and order from there and have more examples, or like if I decided to have like stock already made, then I could put that on the website and actually have it there.
Yes, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
If everything on one page.
Yeah.
So they're not like, all right, I gotta go here to go to there and
Right.
go here to go. It's just
Right.
all on one page. Yeah, that's always a good thing to have. It just makes because people are kind of stupid, so it's got to be simple. Like things
Yeah.
have to be simple.
Right.
You can't throw just a bunch of links up and be like, all right,
Right.
people are like, I don't want to do that. It's too much work, and then you're fucked. The one thing I did want to talk about was I know it's a hobby for you, but you want to make it something more. But when you do this is how I am with music. So I know like I have like bad anxiety and shit and all that. Do you have that or no?
Yeah.
So do you like? Is there ever a point like if you're at home and you're just like, fuck, I'm going to like make a shirt. And like, does that help you like just get
It
away
does
from
a
everything?
lot. Like there's times where I'll be like stressed out with work or, social life or whatever. I'm just like, I'm going to hole up in the basement all weekend and I'm just going to like make shit. Like, I don't even care what it is. It doesn't even have to be my shirts
just
or my designs or
exercising that
anything.
part in your brain.
Yeah. Drawing it or like just making any kind of craft. Like we have a whole big craft corner in the basement. It's full of crap, but like it helps. Like it calms you down. I know
Yeah, it
exactly
does.
what you mean with the music. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because you're creating and you just feel better after.
It puts out all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you're doing it, like you're thinking, like as I'm writing, I think about it, but like I'm coping with it while I'm writing because I'm kind of putting it into what I'm doing.
Right.
And same thing with any hobby, like the shirt. You're just taking all that creative energy with whatever's going on. It's like just being put out.
Yeah.
And it's a great thing. There's weekends where like, yeah, I'm not doing shit this weekend. I'm staying in, and because I had a shit week, that doesn't mean I'm gonna go out and get fucked up.
Yeah.
I need to get my shit together. Maybe next weekend, but this weekend's I'm in the studio this weekend. I can't do it.
Right.
It's just it calms you down.
Yeah.
That's why I
Totally
stress to
agree.
everyone: get a fucking hobby, man. You don't even have to want to do it for the rest of your
Right.
life. Just something.
Just
keep
something
your
to have your
mind-
own. Yeah.
To keep your mind away from all the other bullshit. And so to feel like the feeling of accomplishment is great.
Yeah.
Like when you finish a product you've been working on, oh man, it's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Right.
But you finished it. That's
Yeah.
the thing. You saw through it.
That's why I'm so excited. I have a bunch of weddings coming up in October for my family. And I had bought, like I said, when I went to New York, I bought fabric from a specific store. Have you heard of Project Runway? It's a show.
Yeah, I know the show.
Okay, so they always go into this place called Mood Fabrics, and it's just like fabric heaven.
Yeah.
So
Are you
when
one
I
of those
was
people
there,
who walks in a fabric store
I
Gets like a
cried.
girl boner.
I cried. I was like down the first aisle, and I turned around to my friends who were with me, who are not fashion people at all. Like
They just don't get it.
like they know I do, and they know I like to do it.
Yeah.
And they have come to me for things to fix, but I'm in the first aisle, and I just turn around, and I'm bawling, and tears are just coming up, and my friends are like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm so happy."
There's so much fabric.
But I bought fabric specifically from there so I could make a dress to wear to one of the weddings that I'm going to. So I'm really excited to start that project. I just have to find
Oh, so you're making your own dress?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes, I'm so excited.
That was going to be better than the bride's dress?
No, I won't do that.
You should. And then I'd be like, where'd she get her dress?
Well, I'm so used to having people ask me all the time, like family members or people who know that I do this. They'll look at my outfit and be like, "Oh, did you make this?" And I'm always like, "No." Like, so I mean, I have occasionally been able to say yes, but
Because you
a
tell
lot
them
of the
no,
times it's no, I haven't made this.
but
I'm
you
not
did
gonna
make
lie.
it?
No.
Oh, did you
I mean,
make
like
this?
people look at
No,
my dress that I
yeah.
wear and ask me if I made it.
Yeah, just try to copy it.
Of course I did.
What do you think? It's fucking
So
rookie
it's
over
like
here?
I need to like make the dress and have then people
Will this be
can
your
say
first
yes.
dress?
No.
No. Oh, well, no, you got that prom.
Yeah,
that,
I make all
glow in
kinds
the
of
dark
stuff.
one. But when's the last time you made a dress?
Last time I made a dress,
Like for yourself?
not too long ago. Probably.
So you steadily do this shit then?
Oh, yeah.
This is like every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Like I'll come up with an idea and be like, "Oh, I really want to make that shirt," and then 2 weeks later, I have the shirt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I probably made a dress last summer, but I've made other stuff in between. It's just I haven't made a dress since then.
So this has been a thing since the last 2 podcasts I did. This got brought up. I think I'm gonna bring it up on every well, people who have like hobbies and stuff. Now, when you're at work, when you're at your job, are you even thinking about your job?
Sometimes.
Or are you thinking about, I want to go home and I want to go,
There's a lot of.
I want to fucking start, I want to
Yeah.
make some shirts, man.
I have a small obsession with Post-it notes. A lot of my Post-it notes on my desk
Or
like,
ideas.
yeah, they're like little drawings, and I have to like hide them in a little book. So like.
So your
I mean,
boss
like
don't see 'em?
I do get really busy at work a lot, so I don't always have time to think about it. But if I'm bored at work, I'm not thinking about anything to do with work. I'm like, I could do this with that and like make it like this, and there's just, and I'm like staring into space, and somebody's like, "Katie," I'm like, oh,
Yeah, it's I deal with that at work. I'm like, can I just go home? Because I really don't want to do this right now. I just want to just go right. That's all I want to do.
or the
It's
worst,
all
like
I'm
if you're
thinking
going
about.
to bed, and that everything's running through your head. I'm like, nah, I gotta get up and write this down or like draw it out.
Yeah, when I lay down, see that's a problem too. When I lay, I gotta like just start planning my day the next day.
Yeah.
Like I gotta stop doing that. They're like, I don't fall asleep. It's like anxiety. Like I can't fucking sleep. I've had that
Yeah.
issue for the past like 2 weeks. I can't sleep, and like I'm planning out the day, and then like if I wrote a song that day, and I'm like, oh, what can I change in it? I could be
Yeah.
in here till 6 a.m. just working on shit. But no, you have to fucking go to work. Like, what
Yeah.
is this bullshit? Fuck all
Work,
that.
so inconvenient.
It is. It's absolutely inconvenient. That gets in the way of a lot of people's shit.
It does.
Like, someone's job will take over what they really want to do.
Yeah.
It
And I'm
sucks.
starting to travel a lot with work, so it's like even harder because then I have to prepare for the travel, and it takes away a lot of time of
Yeah.
being able to be home and like downstairs in my studio. But I like both of it. Like I like the work part because if I'm frustrated with something that I can't get when I'm trying to sew or like design whatever I'm doing on the computer, if I'm frustrated doing that, then I can be at work and have that be a release too. So I like both aspects of it, but
Well, it's good you got that.
yeah.
I don't have that.
You mean you don't fully enjoy cleaning carpet?
No. It's just not. It's not a thing. But it keeps you distracted like
Yeah.
when you're in a house. But other than that, it's all you're thinking like, okay, can I go home?
Yeah.
I have all this shit in my head that I want to like try out, and then you get home, I don't want to do it. I'm
No.
fucking tired.
I just want to sit.
Yeah, and stare at a wall
Veg, yeah.
and think about what am I doing? Like, why is this happening right now?
Yeah.
But it's been pushing through that of finding the motivation and do it. Just push through it and go do it.
Yeah.
Even if it's for like 10, 15 minutes, just do it. You'll feel better if you're doing like, if you're creating something, using the creative part. As long as you're exercising that every day.
Yeah.
It helps.
That's one of the big reasons why I put my Facebook page up, was because I felt like I was too into work. And then I was so exhausted, I would just come home and do nothing.
And then you feel like, what the fuck? I want to do this shit. I went to school for this shit. Like.
And then I felt bad because like I'm not using those machines as much as I want to. Yeah. Like I'm not doing that as much as I want to. And I kept buying stuff for it. I kept finding good, like cool vinyl, and I was buying it, and then it just sat down there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to get this site up. Like I need to put up something on Facebook, start a page, start something so that people know that I do it.
Yeah.
And then I can start having orders and then be on a timeline so that I have to do it. So I'm forcing myself to do something I actually want to do, but like if I have to do it.
And then over the years it comes on, like I have enough orders, I don't need this job anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like that's the goal. That's the end game right there. You know, I got enough coming in that like I don't need travel for you to get the fuck out of here. I'm out. See ya. That's the dream of it all. That's the goal and all of it, pretty much.
And that's why I started actually working, was I want to save this money to be able, because it's expensive starting your own business. You have to have all that money behind it. I have to be able to buy the store to put my clothes in. I have to be able to buy the material to make the clothes, or to hire people to help me make the clothes with my 7 sewing machines. Start my own sweatshop, you know? Like, so that was one of the main reasons I actually started working in an industry I have no background in.
Yeah.
But like I have to save. I have to be able to make money to do what I want to do.
Yeah,
it's
true.
It's hard work,
like,
but I know it.
I hate going to work, but I have to, because there is shit I got to pay for, and I want this shit that I have. Like all the shit I wanted all this shit. Yeah. So I had to get it. I mean, it makes me happy, so why the fuck not do it?
Right.
Even if nothing happens from it, like I still have it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It makes me feel good.
If it's happy for you, it's good.
Makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And there's other, like, even when you have more than one, like this podcast is my other one. And like I just got into editing video, and this has helped me do that. Like go in a different direction.
Tangents,
and editing video and shooting video and just chopping it up and all that type of stuff. And like it's cool. I never really done. This is the only 3rd video podcast I've ever done.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm still new to it. all like other 100 and some episodes I've done with Kevin and all them, and it's like all audio. There's no video. There's only a 3rd one.
I thought you did video before for a while.
It was like scary to do.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't know how to do it.
Right.
And it like freaked me out. And then recently I'm like, dude, fuck this, dude. Because I watch a lot of podcasts. That's like what I do. It's kind of sick how many podcasts I watch, like every day. And it's all video. I'm like, dude, this can't be that fucking hard.
Yeah.
There's no way that. And I'm like, dude, I have editing software on my computer. Like,
you could
what,
do it.
like,
Might as well.
I mean, what am I waiting for? And then I said, fuck, I'm going to try it. So I just tried this by myself.
Yeah.
To see if I can sync up the audio with the camera. And I did it. I'm like, dude, it was easy as hell. I'm like, and I text Kevin that day. I'm like, dude, let's do a podcast today, video one. He goes, all right, I'm down. So we did one, and I had like a shitty webcam, and I had that camera. And turned out decent for the first one after I edited it and stuff. I'm like, all right, I can do this. And then I bought that camera, and now I'm pretty good for now.
You
so
see,
like,
I watched that one with Kevin. I didn't realize that was the first one.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I didn't hear most of it because I was at work, but did you say that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it's first ever video podcast, yeah. And then the second one I did, that turned out better, and this one will probably turn out better too. Just as it goes on, it's going to get better.
That's really cool.
And it's something I've always wanted. And I'm like, I just want to do the video thing.
Good.
And we want to make skits. They're coming, people. They're coming. Hawaiian Hank. They're coming. But, so you can follow you on Facebook.
Yep.
At
Facebook
Teeze, if you want to spell that.
It's K space Teeze.
Okay, and then your Pinterest, you have one of those, right?
My Pinterest account is under Katybug, which is KTBU66.
Did you make that in high school?
No.
God damn it,
that
man.
was my nickname in college. I Don't ask me why.
Ladybug?
Yeah. No clue. My friend started calling me that.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But that's my Pinterest name. And there's
You want Instagram? Like your KT's, not...
I have Instagram, which is also Katybug. And there are some things on there that I have done. But my Instagram is mostly just
For you?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I want to start another page for Instagram, but I'm not sure how to go about doing that on my phone. Like, if you can you do 2 separate Instagrams? I don't know.
I thought about it for Hawaiian Hank. I just changed my handle, though, because I'm not on Instagram that much.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just make it Hawaiian Hank.
Right.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I only got like 4 pictures, so forget about it. But I don't know. I know you could do that with Twitter.
Yeah.
You can have 2 accounts. I don't know about Instagram.
Not
that big into
Not
it.
a big Twitterer.
Yeah, neither am I.
After the whole, Cubs Sox debate started with all of our friends, I kind of was just like, I don't want to listen to this anymore, and I just stopped going on Twitter.
Yeah, fuck all that. Fuck sports and fuck all. I don't even want to get into that. I fucking hate it. I don't.
But yeah, Pinterest. I have a board. It literally just labeled stuff I've made. And then I also have a board I labeled Cricket, which is just a bunch of stuff that I find on Pinterest that I would like to try and do through my machine, through my program. Because I can do the vinyl stuff that I do for shirts and for like plasticware, glassware, anything like that. It can be put on wood, but I can also do like paper crafts. So I can cut out things like, for example, one of my orders is graduation centerpieces for a graduation party. And I'm taking paper and I'm cutting out things, and then they're going to be little lanterns that you can set on the tables. So I can do paper crafts. I can design my own cards. So if I wanted to send you a card saying thank you for having me, I could
Maybe I just come to you for
I
cards. So I
could
don't have
pick
to go
the
to
font
Walgreens.
and everything. Like, I can put my own words in there, and then the machine will actually write it out with the pen that I choose, with the font and everything and in there, so they look professional. So I could literally do my own wedding invitations if I wanted to.
See, I'm thinking that this stuff goes deep. There's so many branches with this shit.
There's so many different things I can do with it.
You never like a fashion. I never like think like, oh, they just design clothes.
No.
But there's so much more you can do with it.
Yeah.
And like be good doing that.
Yeah.
Like you could probably do wedding planning.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would
And make
love
the
doing
shit.
that.
And you can strictly work on just parties.
So my whole end goal with fashion is to be able to own a boutique and sell my own. I don't know how I would call it as a collaboration, but I want to be able to make the wedding dress and have wedding dress collections. So it would be like a whole big boutique that you got your dress, you got your bridesmaids dresses, you got your flower girl dresses, and then you can go through. There'll be like a makeup place in the boutique, so you can come and get your makeup done there, your hair done. You can find your wedding planner there. You can plan with me. Like, that would be like dream, like a whole wedding boutique, just like the whole shebang.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's my final end goal.
Well, get that shit rolling. Make some dresses. Make some wedding. How expensive is it to make a wedding dress, though?
Depends what you're using.
When I see some
but
wedding
expensive.
dresses, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Why is there so much? Why is it hanging like all the way back? Some of those. They go like a foot behind them.
The train, yeah.
And I'm like, damn. Don't trip
Just
over that shit.
Aesthetics. Everything has to look nice.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of like poofy shit.
Fancy, yeah.
I don't like that. I like the poofy.
I used to like the poofy.
Like the ruffles.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That was my thing.
I think that's
used
for
to
like
the poofy,
toddlers. Like, I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah. I like I said, I like the extravagant, so I like, like crazy different things.
Yeah.
But the poofy, like the tiered cake look.
Yeah, that.
Not a fan.
I can't do that. And then with the long tail on it.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
But like, there's so much that goes into a wedding dress. And so depending on what you're using to make it or how extravagant it's going to be, it could be upwards of $20,000.
Yeah, I feel like there's like 12 layers of fabric.
Oh, some wedding dresses weigh over 100 pounds.
Oh, God. Get married in a courthouse, man. Fuck that. I ain't got time. Oh, you gotta say you're a girl. You weigh 150 already. Add another 100 to that bitch, man.
And then you gotta carry her over the threshold in the dress, like.
And then to add that extra ounce with the veil. They still wear those at weddings?
Sometimes.
Why?
It depends.
I don't get it. Where'd that
taste.
originate from? What is that?
Religion.
Oh,
It
so
does.
fucked.
It originates from a religion.
It's weird. You're like, I'd wear one.
No, I don't want a veil.
I just find
Not a veil in front, like a little thing in the back.
that's
maybe,
fine.
But
That's okay. But I think it's over your face, like creepy. It's almost like it's like I don't know if I want to marry you anymore. With that fucking veil on you. No, thank you.
yeah, that's religion. That's just a tradition.
That's why I'm not into that
Yeah.
shit. So, oh my god. But yeah, so check out all Katie's stuff, man. I didn't know you did any. It's super cool. You have my full support.
Thank you.
Hawaiian Hank's podcast has your support.
I appreciate that
And,
a lot.
yeah, I'll come to you for some t-shirts. We only need one right now.
That's like I said. I would love to make you one.
Just one, so you can see how it works. More, if I want more, I'll fucking pay you. I'll pay you. I don't mind.
And I'd be happy to show you how I do it too.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's when I got to bring someone with me, and Hawaiian Hank learns how to sew.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Someone will film me trying to sew. That'd be funny, because I will. You got to do it on one of your cheap machines, though.
Okay.
Not on one of your.
I'll let you use the little old
Yeah, 'cause
one.
I might fuck it up, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I do learn, actually, too. You know what I mean?
There you go.
So fuck it. I can
You
easily just
could
be like, hey,
start
Dad.
embroidering your own shit.
Yeah. A lot of work. The way you were describing it, how much thread and shit, like,
Oh, God.
I don't know if I want to go
But
through
you
that.
just hook up all that thread to the machine and then you put in the program.
How much is a program?
Well, it depends what you want. Like Disney would be a lot more expensive than like letters or something.
Disney?
Oh, jeez.
Disney.
Like you can get like
That's the name of the program?
the set of whatever you're gonna use. So like on my Cricut machine that I use for the vinyl cutting, I pay $9.99 a month to be able to use like templates and stuff that they already have,
Okay.
or the fonts that they have and everything like that. But like if you wanted a Disney font with like little ears on every letter,
Oh.
or like to be able to use like Mickey Mouse on anything without physically making it yourself
Yeah.
on the program, that's like a $48
Who does that?
cartridge. People who sell it. So like if
Maybe you should do that too. Sell some fonts.
some fonts.
Like there's $10 a month. You can use all these fonts I made.
Yeah. I don't
See,
know
it
how I
goes
would do
all in
that,
so many
but
branches though.
yeah, there's so many different things that
That's
go
crazy,
through the whole
man.
thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like you have like 20 different backups to go.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I can do this. This
I
would
can do
be
anything.
freaking awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, but we'll soon. Yeah, that'd be dope to see you making Hawaiian Hank will come by and learn how to sew. Hawaiian Hank makes his own
get you.
shirt.
We'll get you some new hobbies
Yeah,
to add on.
I can use just be like, hey, Dad, teach me how to sew. He's actually really
There you
good
go.
at it. Yeah,
He can give you
He
a little
makes-
lesson before you come
he
over.
makes like quilts, like blankets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Blankets are hard.
Like he makes them. Like
Yeah.
he took a shit ton of my band T-shirts that I had.
Yeah.
He made a blanket out of them.
T-shirt quilt.
Yeah, and I'm like, and they look really good, and I'm like, why don't you like sell these things? What are you doing?
Yeah.
He sold a few that he's made for like 100 or something. I think I don't know how much.
It's just a
but
lot. It's a lot of hard
He
work
said, yeah,
to do
it's a
something
lot.
like that. Yeah,
It's a lot.
because there's so much that goes into like measurements and like level and
Yeah.
making sure everything's all worked out.
You ever made
it's
like
a lot.
a blanket?
Yeah, I made
Yeah.
I made a T-shirt quilt, and then I make a lot of baby blankets.
Baby blankets.
Yeah, I made Papa's baby blanket. Well, not Papa's, but Addie's.
Addie's baby blanket. But you ever make an Afghan?
No, I can't
No.
knit to save my life.
Oh, that's yeah.
No.
You never got into knitting.
We learned in school, but
'Cause
like
I feel like that's like basic. Like that's like the base kind of.
yeah, we learned it.
Yeah,
I never caught
but
on.
you didn't catch on.
You have to like on the
Or
needles.
is that with the two
and-
fucking
yeah,
things?
The two needles and
two
the
needles
yarn, and the so like if say you're just doing like a little square that you're going to put in a Afghan or something. The piece that you're doing is supposed to get longer coming off the needle. Mine kept getting longer on the needle. Like I'm like, this is getting wider. Like this is not how it's supposed to work. I could not figure it out. It was
Yeah, like I'll see people like old people knitting, and I'm like, man, doesn't that hurt?
a lot of my
after a
family
while?"
does it, and I just could not pick it up. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, stick to sewing. That's why they
It's a lot
made
easier
it's
for me.
just put the shit through. Like, let's go. I don't have time. I can probably get arthritis and shit from doing it.
Yeah, your hands hurt.
No, thank you. Fuck all that shit. Knitting. You ever cross stitch?
Not like for real. Like my mom used to show us how to do it on like little play things when we were younger. But
Because I dabbled back in the day.
I liked it. It was fun.
Like you buy the template or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just put the thread through and like
Yeah.
where it goes.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is like fun. Like, it was like
it's
therapeutic.
like embroidering.
I was like,
That's kind of like embroidering.
I was like, oh, this is like.
It's embroidering by hand.
Yeah, and it took a
A
while.
lot longer.
No, thank you. Can't even do that. That's like as far as I ever went into any fabric or thread world was cross stitching. Because you felt accomplished when you were done. It's like,
you're
dude,
like,
this
"Oh
took
my God,
forever,
I
and
did
it
this."
looks good. I'm like, it looks like the picture, and you're like, shit, fuck yeah, man.
Like I could do this.
Yeah. And then I just stopped doing it. I'm like, all right, maybe I pick it back up. I don't know. Lay in bed, just cross stitch.
You just start making Stanley steamer and then just taping
Just
it.
taping it on here. Oh yeah. But yeah, so check out everything Katie's got, man. Be on the lookout. I feel like you got big things coming your way.
Website to
eventually.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like in the next year or so,
Yeah.
it'll be good.
Hope so. That would be awesome.
I feel it. I feel it coming.
Thanks.
So, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
Super
for
cool.
having me. This was really cool. Never done anything like this before. I was really
Yeah.
nervous.
No, you're good. You did great. Some people lock up and stuff, but you gotta.
People always ask me questions and then it's gone. Like the answer is just gone.
No, you're good.
This worked.
You're good. All right, everybody. Yeah, check out all Katie's stuff, and I will talk to you guys next week with Brett Ryan next week. Everybody, shit you not. Good night.